As of today, Smash Ultimate has been out for 5 years. In this time, we've seen a hell of a lot of meta shifts. From the early days when it seemed as if Pichu and K. Rool would be major threats, to the era of MKLeo's Joker reigning supreme, the rise of Pikachu, Pyromithra, Kazuya, and unfortunately, Steve. Hell, even Dr. Mario and Incineroar are considered viable in this day and age. Nearly every character seems to have had a major shift in how they're perceived since the beginning of Ultimate. Except for one.
Little Mac!
Little Mac has been the poster boy for starter characters because of how low his skill floor is, but that comes with the unfortunate label of being the online character. Outside of outliers like Peanut, nobody has really been able to show the mainstream how good this character could be. Because of this, public perception of Mac hasn't really changed much from the Unga Bunga low GSP stereotype, and I'm here to change that. Whether you're just picking up Smash or a seasoned vet, this can be your Since this video is essentially acting as the introduction to the series, I'm going to keep it short and sweet and cover some stuff that people should know if they're starting out with the character. So we can call this part the do's and don'ts. You see this move? Right here? This glorious, fast, armored move that can get you out of a lot of scenarios. This thing that seems to be your best friend. Don't use it. Although smash attacks on paper for Little Mac seem like a good way to go, they also get you into a lot of situations that you shouldn't be in. Limiting yourself to only smash attacks, not using the rest of his tools in his kit, essentially handicap you, especially when you have tools like... Once you use Little Mac for a while, you start to notice that up tilt and down tilt will be your best friends. Those guys will do a lot of the work in the neutral scenarios that you'll be in, and can set up a lot of potential unholy strings. And along with that, F-tilt being a valid alternative to dash attack makes the tilts way more valuable than you'd see at first glance. This is the point that I have to hammer home the most. Mac, especially with his limited recovery, needs all the help that he can get off stage. And by jumping first, you are immediately handicapping yourself. In certain scenarios, when you're closer to the stage, you can get away with it, and you honestly should jump a lot more often as it's a valid mix-up. If you're over in the unfamiliar territories of the right or left blast and you decide to jump, that is essentially immediate death. Because not only are you making it so you don't have enough vertical height to get back to the stage, but you are also extremely easy to edge guard once only side B is an option. Sometimes you'd have to mix it up a bit, sometimes you have to go high if they're good at two-framing, but I can assure you, if you're that far away, jump is not the option. Being one of the fastest characters in the cast makes it easy for Little Mac players to fall into the trap of only running with him. But while he has the speed to mix people up, if you don't take it easy sometimes, that could come back to bite you. While mixing up his running, his extremely fast jogging speed and his walking speeds makes him extremely dangerous when you're mixing up opponents with a Protien. And believe me when I tell you, there's nothing more satisfying than seeing someone panic at a Little Mac who knows what they're doing. Training mode combos look flashy as hell, being extremely fun to hit on people, so you might be asking yourself, what's the catch to them? Training mode combos aren't necessarily reliable. You can catch people off guard once or twice, sure, but focus on neutral, because if not, you won't be able to use any of those combos. And finally, Mac isn't an air fighter, and we should be okay with that. Spamming aerials can get you the label Air Mac, but it isn't going to make you a better player. But that doesn't mean that you shouldn't use them. Although spamming aerials is a horrible idea, in certain situations, aerials can be your best friend. For example, down air on platform can lead to jab locks, neutral air can lead to follow-ups like down tilt or up tilt, and forward air has its own unique uses by being able to set up jab lock scenarios and also by being a combo extender. And with all that being said, thank you for sticking around to the end of the video. I am planning on making this a weekly series, so if you're looking for ways to improve your Mac, make sure to stick around as I'm going to cover everything ranging from beginner things like what to confirm off of down and up tilt, all the way to things that you can confirm off of down air jab locks and random Build-A-Bear scenario strings that you can go for. So if you're looking for any neat, weird tidbit trick, make sure to stick around because I'll have you covered.
I think for the good shit'll happen, fuck it, I'ma still be passing all these other cats that make a living on a little rapping. I don't need to be attached to all this plastic, I just wanna find a key that lets me see the everlasting. So